The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials up 157, Nasdaq's up 25. You get the S&P's up 14, gold's down 740. You get silver flat. Bonds, the 10-year down 10 ticks, the 30 off 1 full point and 5 ticks. King dollar just can't handle higher price, up 261. Hit this, it didn't get to the swing point once again. Pretty amazing. Backing off. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see that banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner. You can bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You'll be able to understand and start trading these contracts, see how they trade. And don't forget, our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, has an outstanding show every Wednesday, Thursday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. He will walk you through these contracts. Now, once you get the account up, folks, Darrell's a great scanner. You can test drive that scanner, 30 days, absolutely free. Just come over to our website at TFNN. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing great, man. How can it not be doing great?
No kidding, man. There's been some great volatility this week. So, and trying to find a nice setup this morning, man. What are you finding right now?
Well, I already, if we look at these, if you look at my chart right here, what you're going to see, folks, here, first I'll show you what I did, and then we'll show you right on the system what we did. So the take on for myself was this, okay? You know, I love the NQs, right? Bottom line is that, you know, NQs, the high out here today was 43.15. You had that first leg down, and the first leg down basically gave it away, folks, that the market ain't going to be able to hold price today, which is a mind blower, by the way, okay? Because Yellen's out there, you know, pushing it, and this is going to blow minds today. Make a long story short, the first sell down was there. We 17,000 contracts. And so I just waited for the bounce, and you get the little bounce here. And when I did the bounce, if we take a look at this thing, I did two different things. I bought one contract. When I bought one contract, this was a dicey one, but the risk versus the reward was so cool. I bought the 415. I sold the 415 rather. Now that 415, when I did that, I did it, and it was almost so. That truck contract there, folks, is a 80-pointer, okay? So what happened is that I paid like $200 to make 6. And it could have been dangerous. It was dangerous at the time, okay? Because the bottom line is that it was almost out of the money. Now, that's in the money pretty good right now, you know, already, because the contract just, you know, went the right way. And then what I then did, Darrell, I says, oh, hold it, man, because then I like the longer ones, folks. The longer ones, are in good shape, unless what we saw happen just in the NDX 100. So then what I did, I said, oh, hold it, man. I can risk hardly anything to make some bucks, and I bought a couple of the ones that expire at 11 o'clock. So I figured when we're on, and I'm right at the that was a 10-pointer, folks, but it cost me hardly nothing. You know, and that was a sweet little deal, because it's at the bottom of it right now. Like, I'm going to be able to close this out. It's 85 is the bottom of it. It's 86.3 now. So I suspect before we get off, I'll close these babies out and just grab that bread. You know what I mean? So
right, yeah.
You know, and you know, when we talk premiums, you know, as I was saying to you yesterday, Darrell, in the when we doing the update. You know, you and Tommy are really good at this, meaning the premium aspect of it. And I guess what you're hearing me say, and this is what's, if you concentrate, folks, on what Darrell talks about during the show, he makes these a lot easier, you know. And you want to pay attention. That's the bottom line, you know. Because I know, Darrell, like when I'm looking at it, I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm a directional trader, and I'm not taking enough time myself to wrap my head around these premiums. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really easy to overlook.
Well, it is, and
it's why I had to make the scanner, because I just miss it without it.
That's right, and it's not a lot of work. What I'm finding out is that, hey, listen, man, this is not a lot of work. I've just been so used to either buying or selling futures, and that it's a different deal, and it shouldn't be a different deal. That's my point, because
Right.
I saw, yesterday when you were doing the show, and folks, when Darrell does a show, which is really cool, when he starts off on Wednesday, he gives you the whole lineup for all of the following week, which is really dynamite, man. It's like, okay, so
I lay out all the news announcements
exactly.
and when all the premium, what premium is going to be there, and how much you need to get, exactly how to do the trade, when to enter, when to exit, all that.
Which is dynamite. I know, man, because then you can also have a life. You know what I mean? Really, right? You can put the trades on and say, okay, man, these are defined trades. That you're squeezing the premium out on both sides. And what's really cool, and it's just like they do at Think or Swim, folks, what Darrell does is that, you're not going directional. You're basically, you're going mathematical, and you're squeezing decay out on a continual basis. And, that's what any real option trader does. I mean, every pro does, right? That's the bottom line.
100%. Yeah, exactly. So, it's the easiest way to make money. So if you want to, as far as options go, you can either be the collector or the payer.
Right.
So I either want to be the collector, or I'm trading. I want premium to not be a factor.
Right. Right.
And that's really the two main ways I play. Either I'm collecting the premium by doing a neutral trade, or by doing a directional trade with premium in my favor, or like it's such a small amount it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So that's basically so I can more like mirror the futures market.
Right.
You'll see me put on 10, 20, 30 contracts. That'd be like putting on 5, 10, 20 contracts on, say the Nasdaq futures.
Exactly. No,
But I can do it with defined risk and less capital in many cases. So
that's right. And, what you have, and this is what's really cool, folks, this is, a new system. It's been around, for 2 or 3 years now, but it's still a new system. And what does happen is that you get a defined edge doing that, because the bottom line is that there's plenty of folks that are putting on red and black, red and green. Do you know what I mean? Which helps tremendously, right?
Exactly. It's like bugs to an electric light bulb.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. And it's going to be, when you look at the market out here today, folks, these are always the shockers. The Dow, they had that baby up 250, but inside the Dow, that was basically still all about Nike, one stock. So, Nike's up $10. Nike's up. It's just amazing how much they're selling, number one, but Nike's up $10. That's the big number. Inside the NDX 100, I was looking at the NDX 100. What was really wild, it's not like there's one stock that's sticking out, folks, that is weak. So it's like, man, it's like when you pull up the weighting structure of the NDX 100, if on the lagging side you don't have, now Win just stuck up. So Win's one of the large ones. Regeneron is not really. There's not like a big weighting structure that's the lowest stock. So what that says immediately is that the whole index is really weak, which is just a mind blower. You know what I mean? This is Apple's day, folks. If Apple can't make it today, they're not going to make it. The iPhone 6S is out today. I'm sure Apple's bumming out that the lines aren't extraordinary like they normally have been. But the bottom line is that Apple rules the world. And, it's just like once everyone's in the market, everyone's in the market. And everyone has an Apple phone now. So it's like, okay, are we going to go out and buy a 6S? I'm sure that plenty of people are. But do you know what I mean? That's,
right, yeah. I've had my iPhones. So lately I've actually been under the notes. So that's been my big thing. And they haven't quite got me back yet. Ever since they switched their power cord.
Okay.
It upset me, would be the nice way to say it.
Yeah.
Because I had radio clocks, and I had car chargers and wall chargers, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of equipment, that went with my iPhone.
Yes.
So this was obviously a little while back.
Okay.
And they switched over to these new power converters, which were supposed to make them where people couldn't basically go make their own version of iPhone connectors, which took, I think, 6 months,
okay,
for everybody to break it. And it had some chip in there.
Wow.
Okay? And so all of my accessories became worthless.
Okay.
And everybody's like, "Oh, you can get a converter." I'm like, "Yeah, what? I want to go buy 40 converters."
Okay.
You know, do all this stuff. They finally came out with a converter for it, and I was just like, never. So, and it wasn't that I was like definitely going to leave.
Yeah.
I was just upset enough to actually start looking.
Okay.
You know, when I started looking, then I found the Notes, and now I love the Galaxy Notes. And,
That's cool. I'm gonna have to check that out because I have a Galaxy too. I have just a regular Samsung. What do I have? I don't have the Notes. I have the Galaxy though. Yeah.
The Note has it has its own stylus pen and all sorts of other stuff. You can do dual screens on it.
Right.
You can have an upper screen and a lower screen, and there's a lot of stuff I could do on it functionally that actually worked better for me. And so the first thing I did was make sure all my apps were on the App Store and everything I wanted was on there.
Yep.
And then I got into Beats Music. You know, got into that.
Sure.
And then Apple bought Beats,
What a
which was pretty smart. Because Apple, what I thought was genius about that is then Apple got into all the Android phones and started making money off of them on the music. And so I mean, they're smart, you know, but you know, now it's sort of those two are copying each other anyway, back and forth. So there's not a massive difference at this point.
Right.
And but you know, I don't know. I may go back. You know, now they got I like the bigger phone because now I can't go back to that little iPhone anymore. So they got that big iPhone now. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting. I thought it was just an interesting psychology reason, you know, as far as marketing. Like, it literally made me, like, I'd been a loyal customer for, I don't know, half a decade.
Yes.
And I just started looking elsewhere. So.
You're a customer they don't want to lose, man. That's no, seriously. I mean, do you know what I mean? Between you, your wife, your daughter, I mean, you're a techie guy, man. That's pretty intense, man. And for the amount of people that you come in contact with, man. You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We want to hear from you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Come right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell, Martin, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. If you're looking at my screen, folks, what you're going to see when we were on here, the bottom line is that I had sold one of the Nasdaq ones, but I want to show you because I'm going to close it right now because it's a 10.1. I have a couple different ones on, but this is a 10.1 that expires at 11. But you can see I'm going to buy it back for $10 for a couple contracts. It makes 0 sense to stay in there. You know, because the market can turn again, and you know, bottom line, take me out the other side. There we go. Let's go to.
Basically the main point is there's only like 4 ticks left of value in the trade.
Exactly.
So basically, there's no reason to stay in this trading longer. He's maxed out the profit on the trade.
Right.
So just close it out, and you can free up that capital to go find more. So many people get greedy; they get stuck. And they'll hold on to a contract that really has little to no value left in it. And here's another really important thing. I don't know if you just noticed that right there, Tommy.
Yeah.
Notice how
it just happened
when it dropped below the bid offer spread.
Right.
Okay. Like once it drops below that bid offer spread, that quote size drops from 30 to like 1.
It just did it. So now this is what's going on,
now
folks.
You gotta wait for it to go up a few ticks before you're going to be able to get out of them, or you have to
right.
fill one, wait 2 minutes in between each.
Exactly. So what happened here? This is hilarious, man. Okay. It was there, and I was going to do it the commercial, but I wanted to wait so I could show you.
I know I've done that a few times. It's cost me some, but I really
no, because it can. Listen, man. You know. So So what Darrell's talking about, folks, is that. So I was. Oh, here it is again. Hold on 1 second. There it is.
There we go. Now it's tricked back to this. So now we're back to 30.
Now it cost me $14.
It'll still say 30, like until you get down to 4285.5. Okay.
Okay.
But once it drops below it.
Yep.
Then what it's going to do is it's going to go back to 1, and then usually it'll stay it that way until it gets about like 8 ticks above it.
What a riot, man.
So if you know that bid offer spread secret right there, then you can make sure you get out right before that price hits.
Exactly.
And so that way, because you want your liquidity if you're trading more than one contract. You know? So it's not as important when you're trading like one, but when you get to, and it's a good habit, I think, to get into, because ideally everybody's going to be trading, 10, 20, 30, right? Yep. And so just getting that habit in there and knowing that, and also make sure that you understand what realistic
so let's walk through this again. Right now we got and Mike, we're going to be right there. We got Mike from Dallas. Okay, just stay with us, Mike. So right now we're at 71. We have 30 on each side. So what did it do? It got down to 68. No, it got down to 65, and then. So talk to me again about how this.
Okay, right now we're at like 0.3 by 0.7.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're the floor is 0.0, just to make it easy. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
85.0. So
I'm going to throw this in right now. All right. Just
we're at 85.3
keep explaining.
85.7.
Okay.
And so the bid offer spread 0.3, 0.7 is 0.4.
Yep. Okay.
So that's the big key here. Is what is the bid offer spread?
Right.
So the bid offer spread is 0.4, and let's see. I think there you go. And
finally,
so 0.4. If we get to 4285.4,
okay,
that's going to put on the offer. That's going to put our bid at 4285.0. Well, they can't quote at the floor. So
perfect. I got it. Okay. Right. So it's 4 tenths, right?
Well, on this one contract, since the bid offer is 4/10,
Yep.
there is 0.4 ticks, whatever.
Yep.
Then when we get down to it, I hope it comes down so we can see it. But when it gets down to 4285.0, what will happen is that offer and bid size of 30
Yes.
will turn to 0 with no quote on the bid side and 1 on the offer side.
Okay, cool. I got it.
And then when it comes back up, then you'll probably see 1 on both sides.
Right.
But when it comes back up to like 85.8,
Yep.
then it'll pop back to 30. So like it has to get like almost, it basically has to get like to double the bid offer spread.
There it goes. See, that's cool, man.
There it goes.
Okay.
And now see how it's 1 and then 0 and just 1.
That's awesome, man. Okay.
And there's no rule book that says this. It's just how the market makes
It's to understand, and this is huge. You want to understand that, right? I mean, because what can happen, folks, is that you're in the money good, but guess what? In a volatile market, you be out of the money in 2 seconds, man. You know what I mean?
Well, on spreads, it's a little easier, but on binaries, I mean, it could go from like 12 by 2, say it's a $10 wide spread.
Yeah.
And it's quote 50, and then it's down to 1, and then all of a sudden, I mean, the market just flies and it's at 60. You know what I mean? There goes all your profit in a heartbeat. Okay, see how it came back up?
I did. No, that's cool, man. I like it.
And, sometimes I've seen it come back like when it's just like a tick or two back in the money.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to go like double the bid offer spread. So I don't know what the magic formula is for every time for it coming back with the size.
Yeah.
I just want to know, when is that size going to go away?
Huge.
So really, 45 to 85.5. That's the bottom line quote you should have. See that?
There it is. There it is again. You stay right there. We're going to come back with Mike, folks, and we're going to be talking iron condors. Thanks for your patience, Mike. We really appreciate it, man. Look forward to talking to you. Dow right now is up 156. The Nasdaq is up 14. S&Ps are up 13. We're going to be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the path of least resistance under trading newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow up $1.60, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are up 14, and the Nasdaq, folks, is ready for the next leg down. The Nasdaq is going to lead this baby down, the Index 100 specifically. Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How you doing?
We're doing great,
Hey,
man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
You bet. There are a couple of questions. One, on the iron condor, I found that on the earlier morning spreads, you know, the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock time frame, I seem to run out of time on doing the iron condor.
What do you mean you run out of time?
Well, there's when I've used the 415 spreads, it seems to have worked out a lot better for me, because I'm not giving I'm giving the market plenty of time to go within my range. And my second question is, I get a little scared when I'm making a profit on one side of the condor, and I'd like to go ahead and exit out of and get my profit, and then wait and see if the other leg will, you know, if it's on a
Come in the money, yeah, right.
Yes. What's your thinking along that? Get your
well, don't be
profit
scared when
you-
you're making profit. Be excited when you're making profit.
Well, I'm scared that I'll lose it. I don't want to lose it.
Well,
So-
that's I understand that feeling because I've been there too. And where that fear usually comes from is because you've lost it so many times before, right? Like, I mean, I've had the same
that's
thing.
true. I just noticed you yesterday, and there was a huge, a large minus. I know you netted out the trade just fine, but
It wasn't bad. It was a $20 loss on a $200 potential gain. So
Right.
yeah, that was good.
But I did see that you were you were going down, and you never got out of it when you had a good profit. And I was just I know it all worked out, but I guess my question is when I'm up.
And what's
30
funny
or
is when I went down and I never got out,
Yeah,
that was the winning side of the trade.
I know. I know.
So that side won, and
Yeah.
then the other side lost when it ran up. But I
Yeah.
also put on the binary hedges.
I
And so
saw
when it went
that.
down, I put on the buy hedge, and as it started oscillating back up, I put on the sell hedge, and that's what made the trade, a good trade. I mean, it was a $2,000 profit trade for 190 risk,
That's right.
where it could be
That's right.
neutral within like a very 20-point wide range.
Darrell,
But
what's
the reason I was able to stay inside the trade was actually 40-point wide range. The reason I was able to stay inside the trade
Yes.
and be confident is because I accepted my risk up front. Okay, I said I'm risking $200 or $1,000 actually was the original risk on the trade, right? I'm risking $1,000 originally before I got my hedges on to make $2,000. And I was okay with taking on that risk. It's just like if I go directional, I'm like, I'm going to risk this much to make this much. If I get out of the trade because, if I'm risking $100 and I think, hey, it can move like 5 points, I can make 500, and I get out of the trade because I'm up 100, then, I'm messing with my whole plan. So either I have to trust my trade when I put it on and let it do what it's supposed to do and accept that risk. I have to accept the risk. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about making money and netting a profit when everything is said and done. I mean, said and done for the day, I made, I don't know, like $1,400 yesterday. But, for that one trade, I'm putting on that risk, and it's $1,000 a large risk. Well, it is if that's all relative based on account size.
Right.
So, I could have been just risking $100 on the trade.
That's right.
And so, I did 10 contracts. I could have done 20, 30, 50, 100, whatever. Yeah. I just did 10 on it. And out of all those positions we see mixed on the screen at once that I have up there right now, my total risk was $200. I lost 190 on it. And just one other trade I made like 400. And then I made other trades that made money and all that fun stuff. But
Darrell, when you're doing an iron
accepting
condor,
the risk.
When you're doing the iron condor, right? What is the goal on the iron condor? What is the actual goal? Is the goal to stay in it to the end, or is the goal to basically take the sides off?
Well, first the goal is just for it to stay within the center.
Exactly.
Now,
okay,
I will take the sides off.
Right.
And I talked to some traders about this where I went into iron condors. I will take the sides off if I need to. And this one, when it came down to where I had a $200 risk.
Right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, when I had a $200 risk and a $2,000 potential reward, I'm just like, I don't have to look at the thing all day. I don't care. I mean, I hope it wins.
Exactly, right.
But I mean, that's a $20 risk for a $200 reward per contract.
Right.
I can set it and literally just walk away and be okay.
Oh, for sure. That's a great money management tool.
And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to let my trade either play out or not.
Yeah.
Because I am going to mess it up if I babysit it and watch every tick, and I'm going to give myself a heart attack too.
Yeah.
So I just let it do its thing. Now, as far as taking it off, if it flies down, the thing is, it flew down, and there was still 5-6 hours left in the trade.
Yes.
Right. And so there was really no time. I mean, maybe 4 hours. I don't know, but there was still way too much premium.
Okay.
Like I went in and I sold it. Let's see, what was it? It flew down. Yeah, the 42.29, the 42.20 to 42.50 trade.
Yep.
Yes.
That you can see right there on my screen. When I did that trade, okay, and it flew down to like 42.20 or 42.30 or whatever.
Yep.
The price was like at 42.27. I'd only made 200 of like 1,000 potential dollars.
Because the premium was still there. I'm with you.
Yeah,
okay, right.
literally, it was only up like 10% of the potential profit, or maybe 20% of the potential profit.
Right.
If I am up 80% of the potential profit on a trade,
right,
I don't mind taking it off. I think that's a wise.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And so on an iron condor, if I can make 10 points and I can get 8 on each side, hey, take it off.
That's intense, man. Yeah.
Okay.
And now I want to give one exception to that, because I don't just put a working order in, and you see me put working orders in a lot.
Yeah.
Is if that happens early on, I'm all about it.
Okay.
But if it goes to like 42.20 and it's just chilling out at 42.20, and now I can take it off for 80% on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, it's right in the center.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So why give away 40% of the profit of that entire, 20% on each side?
When you're right there. No.
When I'm right there.
Yeah. Right.
So, I mean, I'm at the max profit point. Like, there's no reason to take it off. But if it moves down and I can take it off for 80%, or moves up and I can take it off for 8%, then I'll take off the trade.
Darrell, do you try to use the 415 condors or 415 expirations when you're, I guess because the market moves so radically early in the mornings, do you try to do your iron condors in the afternoons?
I usually, I've hopped in them like late at night. I'm less comfortable with those because I don't like sleeping on a trade. I'm a little bit too much of a control freak to just leave them hanging out there. Yeah. Morning, I usually am trading directionally. There's way too much money to be made, and I don't want to worry about a neutral trade. So usually you're going to see me hop in these like after 10 a.m. Eastern time. And most often, I mean, I wouldn't
'cause
mind
you
doing
can
a
get a better
2-hour
feeling, right? You can get a better feeling that what kind of ranges are going to be. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Exactly. So let the morning session go out, let that morning hustle happen, in the markets.
Yeah.
And then usually it'll pop back up around 10 o'clock. A lot of times that's where you're going to get flat, and you may pop up and come down, but a lot of times it'll come back to that 10 o'clock price.
Yeah.
And I like the 415s really because there's more premium in them. It's not that I wouldn't be just as happy with an 11 a.m. It's just there's not as much premium usually in the trade to make it worth the risk of doing it. I can like that one was 20 points up, 20 points down at a 40-point wide spread. I mean, I think went up, went up all of them. But
okay, very good.
In this case, I if I can get more premium, that gives me more range to play with. It gives me more time to get those hedges on.
Right.
Which turned it from a 1 risk to 2 reward to a 1 risk to 10 reward. So that's another reason why I like it. And I mean, I got those longs filled right away, and it took a while. It took like an hour or two before my upper side got filled.
Interesting.
And I would have been nervous if I didn't have that good of a risk reward. I want usually a 1-to-1 or better. Okay. And so if let's say I'm getting 10 points and it's 30 points wide, so I have a 20-point risk on the trade.
Yeah.
Then if it goes 10 points, in this case 20 points against me because that's where my break even. 10 points would be my break even down, 10 points up, and then 20 points down would be I have some loss. So wherever my 1-to-1, like if my maximum profit is $100, okay, at what point would I be down $100 net between the two sides, right?
Right.
So I like to trade a 1-to-1, and in this case, I was better than a 1-to-1 without using any stop loss, like without the hedges.
Right. Okay.
So, if it's so narrow, if the premium's so small because it's just a low volatility day or whatever, if the premium's so small that my risk is greater than 1-to-1, then I'll usually exit at a 1-to-1 if I haven't got on my my hedges yet.
Okay. But you're always keeping an eye on the premium?
As far as like once I'm in, I'm not looking at it at all. I don't care. I mean, I could go swim in the pool.
Okay.
So,
but getting in, Mike, getting in, he's definitely all over the premium because that's how he's making the money.
The
right.
matters. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But once I'm in, I mean, like if I hit that button, then I can't. Okay, personally, the way that I have to face my own, trading monsters, right?
Yes.
If I don't make my decisions of what I'm gonna do before I hit my entry, like how am I gonna play this out if it goes wrong? Okay. If I haven't made that decision in my head first, I'm going to mess up the trade after I enter because your emotions are uncontrollable after you get in.
True.
I mean, you can try to take control of them, and a good chunk of the time you may win that battle, but when you lose, you can lose really bad.
Right.
Okay, because you'll make the wrong decisions.
I agree.
So I like to have my exit plan. If I don't know where I'm going to get out of the trade, I honestly have no business getting into the trade. And so if you can accept that exit plan before you enter, and if you can make sure your risk capital is one that I can come back and trade tomorrow, and I'm not going to, go and need to drink, 20
it's not
beers
the end
tonight.
of the world. No, it's crucial. And those
if I can do that, then I'll be a lot better trader.
Yeah, and those one decision trades are really important, and that's what he's saying, folks. Okay, meaning that you make the decision before the fact, not after the fact, because when you make it after the fact, man, good luck to you.
Well, and a really good trader that helped me learn that was Mark Douglas.
Yeah.
So he just passed away a week and a half ago.
I know.
But he had a great contribution to the trading community. He has a couple books, but the most popular one is Trading in the Zone.
Right.
And if you haven't bought that book, hop on Amazon literally and buy it today. I mean, make it your reading list for the weekend.
Right.
Because it is the best book, in my opinion, that out of all the books I've read. There may be better ones, but every trader I've ever recommended it to, everybody has said thank you. It really helps you formulate that plan and say, hey, make your decision, stick to your decision, don't look backwards, control your risk. I mean, all the things you hear all the time, but he put a lot of that stuff in print.
Yeah.
And it'll help you a lot as far as, that fear that you're talking about that we all face. Of, hey, I'm afraid, I'm up, and I don't want to give it back. And that all comes back to the decisions you made before you enter the trade.
Okay. Well, thank you all so very much. Darrell, you've helped me. So have you, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one.
Thank
Have a
you.
safe one.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, you have a good one, man.
You too. Bye-bye.
And folks, in Mark's book, right, one of the, I love the story. He starts out with the story, and for all us that are in technical analysis, it's a great story. And with, depending on how long you've been listening, I've had Mark on quite a few times. And he has this story, folks, okay, and what it was about was being it was wheat. he was in the wheat pit. So I don't think it was him. It was someone else. And the person was saying that, hey, listen, man, I know, wheat is going to go here. And the operator that was with him said, well, why is it going to go here? He says, because, people, this is how my charts are set up, and this is how it's going to buy. And the guy picked up the phone, and he said, sell 200 contracts, and broke the whole thing down. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, and so what the point of that story was, folks, is money management. That's the point. You know what I mean? That at any point, guess what? You can think that one thing's going to happen, but you get large operators everywhere, and they can come out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
and you've got to have that plan, because if things start happening that you don't expect to happen, because your opinion all of a sudden wasn't right, then you're going to start making bad decisions trying to make your opinion right to prove it. And just all these things unravel. But if you go, okay, and because I'll do that, I'll say, hey, I think it's going here, and you know what? You do the same thing, and most of the time, me and you are right. But if we're wrong, we need to know what that exit plan is, where we're going to get out to lock in profit or to limit risk. You have to know how you're going to do it.
Right.
Otherwise, your chances of survival are just slim to none. You could be so good.
Nil. Yeah, then nil.
It doesn't matter if you can't manage your money.
Yeah, then nil. That's right. And what happens, folks, which is pretty cool, is that when you're in the business, you love the business. And what I've found is that you want to be in the business, so that in itself will help you tremendously to make sure that you don't basically get over your head. And it's it's just like anything else. All these banks, the reason that they had to basically we had to come in and help them, and save them, is that they would leverage too much. It's always too much leverage. If you just don't.
It's completely true. It's always too much, and that's why we're usually afraid of the trade losing, is because we have too much money on the line. Or at least for me. That's why.
Listen, you're absolutely right, man. I don't go there because I won't put too much on the line for what it is. Do you know what I mean? But I remember those days.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Dow right now is up $1.90. Nasdaq's up 21. S&Ps are up 17. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. Don't forget, folks, Darrell's got a great show every Wednesday, Thursday, noontime. You can get that show right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. Darrell and I are going to be out at the Traders Expo come the 14th through 16th of October. If you happen to be in Las Vegas, folks, come visit us. We're going to be at the Paris Hotel out there growling and prowling. Volatility, we got it in spades. It's a beautiful thing, man, on both sides of the market. That was a great discussion with Mike, man.
Yeah, no, that was like fantastic. It's stuff that we all face, and I think one of the worst mistakes we do is we don't talk to people about it.
Yeah,
that have been there and
sure,
had to work through overcoming that. And I still have to. It's an effort. It's an effort that I've been hurt enough that I've learned more and more how to not make those mistakes. But I have to consciously still choose, like, hey, don't risk too much, and make sure I know my plan. And every time I deviate from that, I mean, I'd say 50% of the time I deviate from that, I get nailed.
Right.
It's just not worth it. And usually it's bad.
That's right. It should never stop. It should never stop.
Yeah.
And what you can do, folks, is this. What I've found in the marketplace is this. You can double up in the marketplace. If you try to triple up, that's when you think you're King Kong. And what I mean specifically is I don't care what your account is. If your account's 10, 20, 30, whatever that is, you can double up on that. You try to triple up on that, you better watch out. You're going to take a 50% downdraft, depending what you're trading, in about a heartbeat. And so what I've seen is that when you do that, well, basically just take half of it out and start again, man, because then it's out of harm's way, So.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that helped me be better with that, I can actually manage all my risk and everything. As simple as it is I take out half my profits every week.
Oh, that's sweet.
If I want to brag to my friends or traders or my wife about how much money I made that day, I take out half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, literally, if I'm going to talk about it, because when you talk about it, your ego inflates.
You're screwed. No, you're done. You're done, man.
So I've learned if I take it out, then I don't know, but like I guess it rewards me for doing what I should have done.
Yeah.
I went in, I traded well, I did what I should do, everything. And so when I take it out, it reinforces doing the right thing. When I weave it in there and talk about my profits and all that stuff, I think I'm a trading god.
You don't have anything until you take it out. Right?
And I get stupid. You know, and then you get bigger and you just start, that looks like a good buy. I'll buy that one. You know, not like that's my system. You know, I'm very like, I need like these 6 things to happen before I'm going to enter, you know?
Yeah.
But if I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of waiting. I just want to hit the button. That happens when I haven't rewarded myself.
And what also happens, folks, the money doesn't even seem real. So
it isn't. I mean, it's just, you know, you can't go to McDonald's. I mean, I'm sure if somebody knew what kind of chip it was, they'd take it. But
yeah,
I mean, you could have a $100 chip from a casino, and you can't go buy a $1 hamburger.
No, listen.
You know, so you got to cash it in. Then you can go buy 100 of them.
No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
So
and, you know, there's no doubt. And listen, you know, you stay right there, folks, because if you're listening in your car right now, don't forget you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. TFNN.mobi gets the audio. You can go to TFNN.com, get the video and Tiger TV and the audio. We get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. He's going to be growling, prowling with you. We're going to keep you healthy with Nico. Today's Friday. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back here this afternoon, and we get some action, man.
Yep, we do. We got a good lineup. So everybody needs to make sure to tune it in and close out the week strong.
And you get there's plenty of contracts left in the trading day to basically get out there, test drive that Nadex platform. Darrell, thanks so much, man. You have a great weekend, safe weekend. Hope your daughter is gonna be safe and win lots more rodeos this weekend, man.
So you got a big rodeo Saturday and Sunday.
We'll be sending that white light, brother. Okay.
Right,
have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.